Hey, if you want to discover how to build your email list for free, and if you're completely new with zero experience, stick around and watch today's video through until the very end, as I'm about to break down the 5-step process I would use to build my list from free if I was getting started from scratch. With that said, if this is your first video, my name is Misha Wilson, and over the course of the last few years, I've now done over $25 million in total sales, and I've used this methodology in order to go ahead and build my list for free. And once again, it never fails me. As always, if you get value out of this video, don't forget to let me know in the comments section below what your biggest takeaway is. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon notification button so that you're notified when I do more videos just like this. With that said, let's go ahead and dive right in. Welcome to the Misha Wilson Show, where we show you how to create massive success online so you can enjoy the lifestyle of your wildest dreams. All right, so once again, what we're gonna be talking about here in this video is really how to build your list for free, even if you're brand new and just getting started. Now, the first thing to understand is that there is actually no such thing as free. All right, now, whenever we're talking about free, you know, it's gonna cost you something. So it's either gonna cost you your time or it's gonna cost you your money. So this is an example of a strategy that would cost you your time because you might not have a ton of money to invest when it comes to paid advertising. The other thing I'll say is that this will only work if you've done your market research correctly. So I have another video when it comes to market research, and I'll leave that in the comments section or in the description section below. But understand that when it comes to marketing in general, tactics will only work if you've done your strategic, market research, and if you understand the principles, you understand what the market wants, what the market doesn't want, where the market's trying to go, what the market's trying to go away from, etc. And if you don't know those answers with total clarity, none of this will work. That said, let's go ahead and dive in. So step one, what you want to do is you want to figure out exactly what your market wants. All right, so in every single market, people are either trying to move away from a pain or towards a pleasure, or towards a desire oftentimes. And so what you want to get crystal clear on is how to go ahead and really identify what desires your market has. And you want to get clear on those specific desires that people will take action to move towards. All right, and actually in step 3, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and do this, or at least give you a little cheat sheet for doing just this. But really, before we dive in, the first thing to do is get crystal clear on what your market wants. All right, now again, we are building our list, we're building our email list. Our single goal is to go ahead and generate leads in this process. And this next step is a little bit counterintuitive to a lot of people from the traditional business world who are just focused on product sales. But what we're actually gonna do is, after we figure out exactly what our market wants, we're actually going to go ahead and give that to them for free in the form of a lead magnet. All right, so we're going to create a lead magnet, either a free video just like this, a free webinar, free PDF, a free report, a free book even, etc. And we are going to give them the solution to the big problem they have, or give them, a path towards the desire that they have. And we're going to do it completely and totally free of charge. Now, when we go ahead and give them that thing for free, in return, we're going to have them give us their email address so that we can go ahead and build our list. So the only way they get our free gift is if they go ahead and give us their email address. And then once we have their email address, we can follow up with them for the rest of time. As Dan Kennedy says, follow up with them until they buy or die, in order to go ahead and sell our products and our services. All right. Now, if you don't know what a capture page is, which is the type of page to go ahead and give away a lead magnet, be sure to check out my related video in the actual description below as well, where I break down exactly how to set up a capture page and the secrets to setting up capture pages that actually convert. But for now, just understand the principle. We want to find exactly what the marketplace wants, and then we want to go ahead and give it away for free with our lead magnet. Now, next, we want to figure out the big problems your market is facing. All right, this is also closely tied into step number 1, right? Figure out what they want. Essentially, oftentimes, what the market wants is to move away from one of the problems that they may have. And so when you get crystal clear on what the problems are in the market, oftentimes you'll also find out at the exact same time what the desires of the market is. All right. So if someone in our marketplace, as an example, can't get traffic to their website, that's a pain. And a desire is to get traffic to their website, right? If they don't have an email list and they want to build a list for free, right? That's a pain. They don't have a list, they don't have leads, and they want to learn how to build their list for free. So this video in of itself is an example. Now, what you want to do is you want to find the core main few things that someone has to go ahead and overcome, the problems they have to overcome in order to go from a state of pain where they are now to ultimately a state of pleasure where they're trying to go. All right. So usually in any market, you'll have your unhappy prospect over here on the left, and that prospect will have to do a few things in order to move from being unhappy to happy. So as an example, let's say this is the fitness niche, right? This unhappy prospect is an out of shape guy who's looking to get in better shape, lose fat and gain muscle, right? The thing that person is going to have to learn how to do is they're going to have to learn how to work out correctly, right? They're going to have to learn how to eat correctly. They're going to have to learn how to supplement correctly, and they're going to have to learn how to sleep correctly. All right. When they eat correctly, when they work out correctly, when they supplement correctly, when they sleep correctly, if they do that over the course of a period of time, that will get them from unhappy to happy. All right. Now in our industry, it's slightly different, but if people learn how to get traffic to their websites, people learn how to generate leads with that traffic, if they then learn how to create sales with their leads and then ultimately follow up, these are the big hurdles in the internet marketing space that if people overcome will allow them to go from unhappy to happy. All right. So firstly, tying back into point number one, this should show you very simply lots of the various desires or a lot of the topics that you can create lead magnets on in order to appeal to the marketplace's desires. So as an example, the 5-step, checklist to get more traffic starting the next 7 days or less, how to build your list even if you're brand new, how to multiply your sales with the power of follow-up, right? Those would all be lead magnets that would speak directly to the market with where the market is and what the market wants, right? Now, we are actually, identifying these problems for a slightly different reason and a slightly different purpose, because we're assuming that you've already gone ahead and created your lead magnet. And what we're going to do now is, now that we've identified these big problems, what we're going to do is we're going to create and post content that solves your market's biggest problems. All right. And this is a big differentiator that I want to touch on. Oftentimes when people create content, they just create content to create content with no specific end in mind. All right. The content is not powerful, meaning that if someone goes through your content, even applies what you teach in the content, nothing good happens in their life, meaning there's no positive association with you and your brand when they follow the actual lessons that they learn in your content. And then secondly, they are very lackluster when it comes to essentially the calls to action within their content to get someone to go ahead and join their list or buy their programs. In this case, of course, join their list. And so what we want to do is we want to create content around these topics, because when we do, what will naturally happen is, let's say we create a killer video on how to get, traffic with solo ads. I did a video recently on that, so it comes to mind. If we create that video, if we post that video and we have 10 people watch that piece of content and 2 of them go and execute and do the thing that we've taught them how to do, what will happen is, if we teach them correctly, they will then get traffic, they'll generate leads, they'll maybe potentially make sales, and they will do it because of your content. And when that happens, they have an extreme positive association with your brand, meaning they'll be 10 times more likely in the future to go ahead and buy your products and buy your services. All right. So we need to create content. We want to put content out there because, again, we're building our list for free. So how we're going to get traffic, how we're going to get attention to our actual capture page is through content, but we only want to go ahead and create content that will actually help move people from a place of being unhappy to, of course, happy. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to post that content on the various social platforms. All right. So YouTube videos just like this. You could do videos that are shorter, YouTube shorts. You could do shorter TikTok shorts. Instagram Reels, etc., all of the various platforms. Now, once again, there is no such thing as free. All right, so it'll either cost you your time or your money. With this strategy, it is going to cost you your time. So this is going to take a couple of hours per day, probably posting, syndicating, taking a long form YouTube video, cutting it up, making it a short form video for TikTok, for YouTube Shorts, etc. But you want to spread your content throughout the entire internet. And lastly, this is the key, you want to include a call to action in every single piece of content. And I will show you an example of that in just a minute here. But don't just create content to create content to create content. All right, create content that leads your prospects down a path that A, provides value, B, gives results in advance, C, actually gets your clients results and your prospects results, like I've already talked about. And then lastly, and most importantly, actually gives them the ability to take an action step to join your list, to buy your product, to subscribe to your service, whatever it may be. In this example, considering we're building our list, it would be to go ahead and join your list. All right, and a very, simple example of that would be, hey, down below this, video, I have a link to my free report, the Freedom Shortcut. After you're done watching this video, be sure to let me know in the comments section below what your biggest takeaway was from this video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And if you're looking for a simple path to create an online business, to get profitable quickly, to escape overwhelm by learning the exact method I use to go from $0 to $10,000 per month in my online business in just a few short months, be sure to download your free copy of the Freedom Shortcut below in this description right now. All right, so that's an example of a call to action, but also I have my free report down below in this video to go ahead and firstly give you an example, but also show you that I don't only teach this stuff, I actually do it. And I also know this report will genuinely help to change your life if you follow what I teach and if you take action. So with that said, I hope you got a ton of value out of this video. As always, once again, if you did, let me know in the comment section below what your biggest takeaway was. Claim your free copy of the Freedom Shortcut, and I will see you in the next video.